Hello, everybody. Hi. Um, this is the last meeting before I'm going to California. So then there will be, I think there will be 3 weeks. I'm not going 3 weeks. I'm going 2 weeks, but it's quite time. So there will be no Zooms 3 weeks. I put it on the website. So it's November 7. There will be again the Zoom meetings. And of course, you can come to San Francisco or Folsom in Sacramento. You're very much invited. Everybody maybe who's living in around those places or wants to come and have a live meeting, because that's, I think it's completely different. I'm I'm looking forward to it, have a live meeting with people. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. The practical things, I think. Oh, this is about non-duality. Non-duality, it's not two. So everything is one. And that's the most simple of what I've ever heard. It's one. So there's no two. So there's no opposites. There's no good and bad or before and after, here and there. It's amazing when there's no time. Then there's no before, there's no after. When there's no distance, there's no development. There's not here and there, but there's also no, yeah, distance and development. It's more like time, but it's like not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Life is. It's an appearance of what is happening and it doesn't have meaning. It's exactly what it is. That body, that seems like a situation, but it's not something that's moving around and happening and has a meaning or importance. It's like snapshots, you could say that. It's like that. And there's no meaning in it. That we think also we live in time. When there's me, there's living in time, because there can be an abstracting. And then there's thinking like, oh, this is happening first, and then that, and then that. So it's a story of events happening to you, or maybe happening to someone important. And then there seems to be a story and how to deal with the story. That's normally what's going on. And then there's coming to this kind of meetings and there's hearing, no, there's no one. There's no one. That's, in a way, it can be abstract because there can be a feeling of I'm someone and I have the free will and I decide what's going on and there's a choice. Very much. There are so many people like, I have a choice. And then hearing, no, there isn't. There isn't someone. There is not someone inside. There is even no inside. Even the body is an appearance. So nothing is real. It's not solid. And then something inside that. It's an appearance. It's energy. You could say that. So there's no one doing things. It's energetic, how it seems to go. And the brain make a story of it and it seems like there's happening a lot of things going around and remembering of what was going on. It's energy. It's neutral. There's no meaning. There's no meaning. There's nothing happening. Nothing happening to you, to me. It's an appearance of energy. It's neutral. And when there's me involved, and when there's like a 2-year-old, the brain can abstract and see like, oh, it's over there, and there's time, and we can imagine and see and understand what was going on, and having stories because there's an idea that it's happening to me. It's suddenly there's can be a change. It's everything was one, and then it's more like, oh, I'm here, and I have a free will or something like that. It's coming in. And it seems like when there's that two, being two, it's suddenly like there seems to be, oh, I'm here and there's the world or other people, or maybe that mother that goes away, and it's like a threatening world. So there can be a panic, there can be fear. It's so embodied, that whole idea of survival. So there is developing an you could say in the story, developing an mechanism, me, like I am able to make things right. So I have a free will and choice to make things right and to do what's going on, because there's somewhere a feeling of something has gone wrong. There's something missing. This is not enough. It can't be this. There's a sense somewhere how it was, but it's so subtle and so maybe not even so much there. So there's a huge drive to make it right. What seems to be wrong or not enough. So that's what we see in the world or what's going on. There's a lot of going on and make it right, and this is wrong, and it's about good and bad. Everything is about good and bad or nice and awful. And there seems to be, when there's me and I'm here, a drive to feel good, to move away from pain and awful feelings like sadness and anger and all that, and moving to always happy and being loved and all that. And everything's personal. Like it's about me, and I want to feel good all the time. And when that's not going, when it's not going the way you want or the way you think it would be the best, then it seems like I did something wrong or I didn't do enough. And then there's the story about there's that problems and complications and doing things, trying to do things. There's never been someone. So there can be a looking for, oh, how can I lose the me? The me is we can talk about me in the story, about there's some construct going on, like that embodied idea, I am someone and I have to decide, I have to deal with things. I have to make things better, or there's a lot of concepts and beliefs going on. That seems to be called me. But it's a construct. Of course, there's nothing happening. So there's already no me. So there's nothing going on here also in these meetings, how to lose the me or something like that. Because that seems like there's something wrong in a more subtle way, maybe. There's nothing to deal with. There is what is happening already. And that can be a lot of thoughts. There can be anything. And we can talk about that because there's a lot of confusion and maybe misunderstanding about what's going on. There's so many interpretations about what's being said in different meetings and maybe in spirituality and ideas, what you've been brought up with and all that. So we can talk, and maybe there's losing concepts that can happen in those meetings. This is about loss. It's not like reaching somewhere or going towards somewhere. It's more, you can say it's more about loss. The loss of all those beliefs and concepts and safe and all those ideas about responsibility. There's no one. There's already no one. So there's nowhere to go. So also this meeting doesn't go anywhere. And we can see what's happening. Maybe there's silence, maybe there's talking. It's already complete as it is. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's everything already. And maybe there are questions, maybe there's something you want to ask. You can do that.
Hi, Rose. Um,
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Judith here. Could you say a bit more about complete? I mean, I very often hear
Mm,
what is complete, and often you also say is singular. And
yeah.
I mean, I'm trying. I know I'm trying to understand something that's incomprehensible, but it often arises. What complete in the sense that there's nothing else to compare it with, or complete in the sense of not needing anything else. And singular, is that the same thing? Or because singular to me means a bit it's this and not that. Anyway, that's maybe you could just say a bit.
Yeah. It's singular is that it's not two. So it's this and there's nothing. It's not going anywhere. It's not. s- You can't even mention. You can't even say how it is because we're so. The normal way is talking in two. So in the story, it's always about two and going somewhere and before and all that. And then hearing everything is singular, so it's one. But how can you explain that? It's not. There can be a sense of oh, and maybe not an understanding, but a sense. Or when I'm talking about complete, it's it's like how can you say that? We normally think there can be things complete, so then there is fulfill. It's fulfilled. Now it's everything is okay. It's perfect now, but that has nothing to do with this. It's complete as it is. So it's exactly the way it's going. Is it? So in that way, it's complete. There's no need for anything else, or there's no need to fulfill or to make a little bit better, or in that way it's complete. No
Yeah,
need for
yeah.
anything else.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're so busy with what perfection. In a way, we have ideas about what is complete, what is perfect, what is um, always in that way, but it's already so there's everything is already complete because it's exactly that finger or anything else
But
how it goes.
there
Yeah.
can also be a sense of well, there's a
Mm,
sense here sometimes of wanting things to be different. I mean, whether it's the roof's leaking, so clearly
mm,
there's wanting it to be
yeah.
fixed,
Yeah.
or one of my family being sick and looks like they're not getting
Mhm.
better, and then
Yeah.
there's a wanting
Mm.
for that to be different, and yet,
Yeah.
and I suppose often you hear that when this message is really, really heard or you know
Mm.
not understood but lands somehow, then
Mm.
there's no wanting anything to be different. But uh, that seems
Yeah.
a bit
Well,
impossible.
the one thing is it can be thoughts like that. That's complete. Just those thoughts are complete, just like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
It's not right, it's not wrong. It's those thoughts can be there. Not yeah. That energy is there, yeah. Can
Mm.
be. And it's very subtle when everything is lost, those thoughts about wanting something they can arise, but there's not really energy in it. It's
Mm.
empty or not important. It can be, of course, that can be saying like, "Oh, I don't want that." Well, not really.
Yeah,
And
I seem to
when,
get very different
mm,
responses or reactions to the same issue. You know,
mm,
like it seems like one day, okay, that's what's happening and that's what's appearing to happen, and it doesn't seem
uh,
to grip. But another time, another occasion, it seems that it does grip, and then it's I'm so fed up with this. I want this to change. So it kind of,
mm,
but it's the same. Either it's the same circumstance, or even it's a different circumstance, but the same reaction. It almost doesn't matter what the circumstance is. Sometimes I get this, irritation.
mm,
I want it to change, and
mm.
sometimes I don't. And there's this.
But the only difference is that there's nothing going on like wanting to change, but there can be irritation. There can be not so much going on, but it's changing. But we think there's on top of what's going on, like irritation or just no feeling or sitting or not thinking like, oh, that it's what it is. No, that's also a
Mm.
concept. It's like there's nothing going on. It's just no feeling. It's just drinking coffee or I don't know. And then suddenly there's irritation or another day or and it's not the whole day. It changes. There's a feeling, there's walking, there's whatever, it's the wall, it's different. But we are busy with how do I feel? What do I find about what's going on? What do I
Mm.
feel about what's going on? So that me is very important to look at circumstances, to feel
Yeah,
what's going on and all that. But there's all different feelings, of course, or whatever is
yeah.
going on, not for you, but just like that.
So in a way, the moment you start thinking, oh, how's my life going, or how am I
Yeah.
feeling, or what's this?
Yeah.
The moment you do that, you're kind of
Yeah.
inviting separation, aren't you? You're sort
Yeah,
of,
that's the separation. Yeah, there's a looking at yourself, and then there's
yeah.
two, and then the whole thing
Which is
starts.
so different to many of the teachings, which are constantly,
Mm,
looking at what's going on and,
yeah,
looking at the
yeah,
feelings and
yeah,
whatever. I mean, it couldn't be
yeah,
more different, really.
yeah. So yeah, that's the confusion a lot of times, and there can people talking about non-duality, but it's a lot of times it's about two because they assume there's someone somewhere, although maybe people say, yeah, there's no one, and what can be done or what can be seen? No, huh? When there's no one, it's not about seeing, it's exactly what it is. So there's thoughts maybe or a feeling, it's already what is going on, it's already, but there's subtly, and that's that me construct that's going on, like, no, it can't be this, I want something
Yeah,
else or something that
yeah.
can be
So the
stronger
thought,
maybe.
I don't like what's going on, the thought,
Mm,
that thought is just a thought. It doesn't really
yeah,
mean
yeah,
anything.
yeah, just an energy, like the wall, or it can be a feeling, it can be a thought. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing means anything. Well, we are so when there's I am here, that somewhere that feeling or that belief, you could say, that energy,
yeah,
then there's an importance in everything.
yeah. And the worst thing is pretending, trying to pretend
Mm,
there isn't an importance
yeah,
when there bloody
yeah,
well
yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah, 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 yeah. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. No. Ah, it's like a child. It's like a child. It's like, "Wah," and then suddenly it stops. No reason. You don't know why. It's like it's that.
Mm.
And we are so used to understand, to have a reason or why and all that. No.
Yeah, and it's linking it to a story somehow, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it makes
Yeah.
it seem
Mm.
more real, or yeah, more,
Yeah. Because of that, I feel like
yeah,
this, and oh, it's okay now. No, it's that there's a constant looking at yourself and being busy with what's going on, and this
yeah,
feels okay, and then no, no, a bit, today is a bit like, or is that the me? No, it's not the me. There never was me. There is, yeah, can happen.
yeah.
That will never stop. It's just not. This is not like, oh, in the end, when there's no me, it's like, ah, hallelujah. No, there's no change.
No, and people aren't going to stop asking you, "How are you? How are you feeling? What have you?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're not going. They're always going to ask about the story because that's what we talk about.
Yeah, agree. But they can do, and then
Sure.
there can be a response, and there can be talking in the story that goes on. Well, there's no importance, so it doesn't matter.
Mm.
And sometimes it's annoying with talking with people, and sometimes it's nice.
Yeah, yeah,
It
exactly.
feels, yeah, well, that's the same. There's no change.
Okay. Mm.
In that way, that in a way, it's saying it's already, so there's no need to look for
Mm.
anything else. But somewhere there's that feeling, yeah, but it doesn't feel good, or it doesn't,
Yeah, it's that
and
pesky.
then I don't want this.
Mm.
Yeah, it is this. Oh
Mm.
God. So yeah, that's why I think that's why this is not that popular when it's really that radical, because you want
Yeah,
something somewhere. You want something more freedom or something else
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And because everyone's doing that in some way or other,
Yeah, most people.
sort
Yeah,
of,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
pretending you're not. doing that
Yeah.
is, you can't pretend. You either,
No.
well, yeah, you
No,
can't.
yeah, and when everything is not there's it's not possible. It's not
Yeah,
arising, so there's no choice.
yeah.
Doesn't matter. The funny thing is that it doesn't matter anymore. Well, so what? Then that's what's going on. There can be pain or all kind of feelings. That's of course that still goes on.
Mm,
But what's going on is also when there's no one is there trying to change it. It's exactly what it is. So it's not awful in some way, you
mm.
could say, in some feelings, or it's what it. But and when there's that looking at it and thinking, oh, what is this? And already the story starts, and then
Mm.
there's this the suffering starts.
Yeah, yeah,
That's more the suffering, not the feeling. The feeling that how it is, but it's how it's I have to deal with it, and how can I do it? Oh, this is too much, and
yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
suffering.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you, Rose. It's really good.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
mm.
Great. Yeah. And what's also is this is energetic, so there can be an understanding, there can be a clarity about there's no one, and there's no right and wrong and all that. Well, when there's a clarity, then there maybe there's a seeing and all that. Then it's in a way it's superficial because it's not. This is energetic, so life is energy, so it has nothing to do with being clear. There's someone who's clear, so there life is what's going on. So there can be subtle when there's someone being clear. There can be subtle movements in that way, like looking at it and saying, "Oh, but that's what it is." And there can be subtle things going on, like little two. There's still two. Can hear it when people talk like that
So, what's
sometimes.
the difference between, if clarity and understanding is just for the sense of me, what's the
Yeah.
difference between that thinking, oh yeah, I understand this message, and those kind of, I don't know whether you call them insights or intuitions, which really kind of uh,
Mm,
strike you, and you think this
yeah.
that feels very different,
Yeah,
or
that's different. When
is
there's an insight that can be like, oh, that it's very clear. So in that way, I think that's a bit different. But there's an intuition suddenly, and you can't even grasp it. It's
mm,
somewhere. It's a feeling, a sense. Yeah, then that's different.
mm.
Yeah.
As long as you don't try and claim it, that's my my
Yeah, it's so
my thing.
quickly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then it's like then it becomes the truth because it's my intuition is very good, so I feel like it's all right. It's like so quickly. It's taken home so quickly. Yeah,
Mm, mm.
yeah.
Thank
When
you.
there's me, then there's an importance somewhere, and
Mm.
that's how it is. Yeah, not wrong
Kind.
or right. It's just yeah, yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Hello. So, what if you have the same victim story coming up? Like they did this to me, and
Mm.
I don't buy into it really, but it keeps coming up the same things. Like I catch it almost every day. It comes up the same thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. But when that energy is there, that belief somewhere, but that it's not only a belief, it's much more embodied. And then when that's there, it's there. And when there's an importance in it somewhere. And what I can say, sometimes the importance of that story is it's uh, how do you say that, fading away or something like that. So in that way, it's not like, oh, I won't do that anymore because now I see it's not that's very superficial, because then suddenly it's there again, because it's not you doing that, it's arising in, it's just there. So, but it has no meaning, it's just words, it's just a belief, but so what?
Because it's a little bit confusing when you like know all the facts of this message that there's not to, and no one can do anything to you, and still like it's schizophrenic. I know.
To feel that there's a feeling of I'm the
Yeah,
victim of it,
someone
but
did something
yeah,
to me. Yeah.
yeah. But that feeling of me is so embodied, and there's two. There's another person over there. That's how. That's not something you can understand somewhere. There's no one and all that, but it's so embodied. So that idea and that belief and feeling of also responsible guilt. No, that somebody did that to you, that's very strong. It's a misunderstanding, but it's embodied. So when that energy is there, it's there. Yeah. And and there can be sometimes it's very strong and convincing, and sometimes it's there but maybe not that strong. It's that there can be a difference in that. That's how it normal what I know. It's like it's going in that way, like it's fading away, that importance of that meaning of that
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
idea.
that it doesn't feel
Yeah,
so important actually.
yeah, that can be changing. Yeah, yeah, it's that what can be still there, and then there can be, it can be very clear. It's like it's there's no other one. It can't be that, and still it comes up. Maybe it even comes out. Oh my God, I'm still saying it. I know it's not true, and suddenly I'm coming and they're still saying that. When it's strong, it's strong. You can't do anything. It's not you doing that. That's what we normally think. It's me doing that, and when it's clear, then it's over. No, it's going on till it stops. Till it can be so strong and so there, and then sometimes, and then suddenly it's not there anymore, and you forget. You don't even know it's gone, because when it's gone, you don't know. It's not
Yeah,
noticed. Yeah. Hmm.
that's
But it
great.
doesn't matter. It
No, it
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
No, but it's not like saying that to yourself,
No, I
but
know.
it's like, that's awful. That's an awful one. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, because that happens also when it comes
Yeah,
up,
of course. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
but
there's so many ways. Yeah. And then we heard that, and it's not like, oh, you can't say that to yourself. And then, oh, no, I know. And then, oh, that story comes up. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
it's fine
Oh,
though. Thank you,
yeah.
Rose. Thank you for doing the meetings again. It's great.
Oh, thanks. Hmm. Yeah.
I was.
Hi.
Yeah, I was thinking once I called Tony and then
Mm,
he was saying um it's just meaningless.
mm, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And in a way, yeah, it isn't. It seems to maybe for some people it seems to be a method, but it isn't. But it was helpful.
Yeah, sometimes it suddenly comes in. It's suddenly there, and sometimes it's just a concept, and suddenly it's said in a way I don't know, and then phew, yeah, can
Yeah,
be.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm,
Mhm. Love you.
mm.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, hi,
Hi, it's
Lauren.
Lauren.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, I might lose signal, so then I'll
Mm,
just shut up. But um, there was I used to try to, you know, disappear or see this as
mm,
singular, whatever. And now it just comes in at a time when I was like not expecting it, and then it's gone, and I just wonder, what is it like when that happens and there's no one to claim it?
yeah. So then it becomes even more meaningless to try. Yeah. What trying happens, you can't stop that when, but the meaningless of it, of the not that it's not important, can struck you and like, oh my God. And then still the trying can go on, but not in that same way sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes there's a story that you know there's less tension, and then that's good for the body. So I want
Oh
more
yeah,
of that. You know.
yeah, yeah, sure. It's from this time is very much the body is very important, and oh, I gonna be there, but I first have to go to my gym. It's like
Mhm.
these days it's very much into that. Everywhere there's yoga. When I was young, yoga, they looked at you like, oh my God, she's doing yoga. My God. And now it's like everywhere there's yoga. Oh my God, it's amazing. It's so different. It's the same story. Like I I I have the power to do something for myself, so I it will be better. I feel better. Yeah, this it's very strong.
Yeah, there's a huge. It's like the worship of health right now.
Yeah, the health one. Yeah, like
Yeah.
food and exercises and oh my God, yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very strong. And that it's a survival mechanism. I want to feel good and I can do it. And when I do the right thing, because you have to do the right thing, and then it's going better. Oh, I didn't do enough. Oh, my leg is hurting. And oh God. It's like, oh, there's so much about right and wrong in that way. And it's a drive to make it right, to do the right thing. It's exhausting. But yeah,
Yeah.
that it can be so strong. It's just what's happening. So there's that when that energy is there, it can be very strong, and that can be in a health way or in another way. It's different, of course, for everybody. It's going nowhere. It's just different circumstances, meaningless, not important. It's a different
So it's
circumstances, and the
literally
body
just.
shows different. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
So it's just appearing. It's not
Yeah,
actually in time.
yeah. It's an appearance. And in the appearance, there's nothing before. So we think there's a development or it's going better now and all that. Because that's very important in the food and the health and all that. No, there's no before. So everything it's new, it's new, it's new. And we think like this body is always there. So I have to take care of it. And how can I do it? How can I deal with what's going on? And oh God. There's no one, and the body isn't even real. So there's nothing to take care of. Whoa. Yeah.
But it seems like if you do certain things, you feel better.
Sorry, I don't understand. I can't hear it very well. Yeah. Again. Say it again. Oh. Oh. Okay, you stop. Oh, yeah, it's this. It seems like if you do certain thing, you feel better. Yeah, but that's so convincing. It's so convincing that that's the combination of certain things and then the feeling. And we think that we call the cause and effect. We believe in cause and effect in time. We do everything in time. So when that's here now and then that's there, then it seems connected. And because of that, I feel better. It has nothing to do with each other. It's new. There was nothing before. It's crazy because we are so into a world of cause and effect and time. We see it in that way. And also the belief that I can do something. So it's the way I do it and all that. And hearing there's no one, that the body isn't real, that there is nothing happening, there's no time. So it it really there's nothing going on. So there's no development. It's not going better or worse, what you can think also. No, it's what it is. That's the singularity. It's what it is. And it's what it is. But not saying that to yourself because that's a new way of dealing with things. There's no one, so you can't deal with anything. It's what it is. It's that. And it doesn't have meaning. It doesn't go anywhere. And it's not like the image of the body that that body is always there, and the body of that other person is also always there, although I don't see it, but I know it's always there. And that, oh, then the whole story and about it and the circumstances, because I believe there's another country, so what is happening, I know what is happening. No, there's this. That's everything. What is outside? What is even outside? There is no outside. There's also no inside. Inside, like they're in. No, there isn't. Where is the inside? But we can abstract everything. So the it's not. It doesn't feel like a belief. It's like a knowing. There is something inside. Of course, there's something inside. This is solid. Can you feel it? Like there, I touch it and all that. That belief is so strong. And then there's something going on like this, like, no, they're saying no, there's no one, nothing is real. It's a suggestion, you don't have to believe it, but there's something, it's a sharing of that what is very clear and very, it's like that. Well, it's like, oh wow, what is that? There's suddenly those beliefs and concepts that seems to give a hold. There's holding on to it because that gives some safety and gives the feeling of no, there's some steady, some balance, and going somewhere and all that. And suddenly there's people like me and other people talking about there's no one, the body isn't real, there are no borders, there's no solid ground or something to rely on. No, that's the freedom, but that's so amazing free. It's like, oh God, there's nothing to hold on. And people who say, I want that freedom, and then, wow, there's nothing to hold on to it. There's just not grasping anything. It's not about knowing and anything. It's what is happening without knowing. Well, that's the freedom, full on. We're used to feel like this is happening in the body, and this is the border of my body, and over there is someone, and I'm living in my house, and there's so many concepts. That's what we talk about here. It's losing everything. But it was already like that. It's only a dream that all those ideas and concepts and beliefs. So in that way, there's nothing lost. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Rose.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
So you say that with a smile, right? Like everything is lost, but over.
No, that yeah, I know. Of course, when it suddenly happened, like what I know what you said, but wow, it can be like prof. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's an
yeah.
opening in that. Yeah, sure. It can be very emotions and can be very strong. Yeah, of course. It doesn't need to, but sometimes it's very strong and then not so much. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I know the answer to this. You don't know why, but isn't it so interesting that for some people it's the case and some there isn't. So some people are just like, oh, it's gone and
Mm-hmm.
no big deal. But over here, it's like I don't
Mm.
know, feels like yeah, fucking crazy
Yeah.
and
And it yeah, there
very
can be
intimidating.
moments, and it's not all. It's like there can be a huge opening, and then all that, everything is coming out, and it's more like that. But then you could say the next time it's a bit strange to say that, but then it's like you don't even no, there's not even a noticing of what's lost, and then oh yeah, what yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm never thinking about it anymore. Okay, yeah, so that can be it doesn't need to be every time when there's a shift or something going on. It doesn't need to be like that too, but it can happen. It depends. It's so energetic.
Can you notice that in interactions with people, maybe like people
Mm,
that so-called relationships that I don't
mm,
know are just a bit different or something like, and like um people think you're generally think you're kind of crazy when you talk
mm,
about this. So is there
yeah.
anything you can say about like
Mm,
relationships with people? Like, I don't know. Is there anything you can say about that so-called relationships? I know there are no relationships, but interactions with people that you are already interacting with, and then some things are happening, and maybe some kind of changes are happening, and then I don't know how to say it, but is there anything you
yeah,
can
but
say about?
no, no, I can't. Well, because I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's just
I.
coming out in a way that I don't know, and then it's
Uh,
a surprise here too. What's being said or what somebody says. It's that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 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 thanks.
Okay, thanks.
You got me, you got me.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, well, that's so strong. We want some way, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to hold on to something still. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
But the
Uh,
strange thing is also when there will be an advice, it's and when you don't do, and then you do that advice, what's being advised, you do that, and it's like, oh, did I do it the right way? Because the reaction was not that one. Oh, and there's still that remember being busy with
yeah.
that. So an advice is always
Mm.
making it complicated because it's about this is right and this is wrong,
It
and
just
this is someone.
seems like such a big transition to go from like always being busy with those things in regards to
Mm,
other people, and then suddenly
mm,
not having that anymore seems like such a big
mm.
change in a way, I guess. I don't know. It just
You get
feels
used to it. You can, yeah, of course, it can be suddenly it can be a change. Well, you get used to it and then you forget about it. But it's very normal. It's like it's so normal. If when there will be there were moments like that for here for me, and well, I can't even remember. And at that time, maybe it was really something going on. I can't even remember. So
Mm.
and most of the time it is like when you talk about some time ago, if you talk about the story, then sometimes there some people can remember very well, but sometimes it's like, oh yeah, oh, I forgot, completely forgot about it, and all that. So yeah, you get
Mm.
used to it because it's very normal. It's being busy with all the time with, oh, is this right or wrong? And when that's not going on, like right and wrong, and do I do the right thing, and all that busy, when that's not there, it's not even noticed. It's just normal. Yeah, yeah.
That helps somehow. Thanks.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Rose, can you say something about empathy? Because empathy, I think it's they were speaking about my on my work about it.
Mm.
But then I was thinking that's all about thinking that there is someone.
What is empathy? It's difficult. I don't. Um, I think it's a way, yeah, but it's so difficult to talk about the what it's a personal thing. Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they can be talking about it and saying things about it, and then so what? But it's more like what's going on. I don't know if it's empathy or it's being nice. It's just what's going on, and we are trying to do the best, and that's part of empathy or love or all that. We have to do that with children especially, of course, and then all that. I don't know, maybe it's something else, but the way you call it, that I don't know, that's always some people are thinking, that's empathy, no, that's empathy, I don't know. So can be, yeah, there's
Yeah, it felt
what's
like
happening, and
they are making it very important, or yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, there can
personal.
be a
Yeah,
discussion about that, and I'm
yeah,
sort more like, oh, yeah, I'm not so interested in all those theories and all that.
yeah, me
So
neither. Yeah.
can be there, and then maybe they're saying nothing when those at discussion are. Maybe they're saying something. I don't know. Can happen.
Most
Whatever.
of the time, I don't say anything.
No, that can happen, and then after a while, there's being with the children and doing it in a certain way. You can't do it differently. There's no way of changing. There's no way. And again, suddenly, because there are a lot of ideas of how you should be in those situations. So that
Mhm.
can be sometimes a bit like, oh, because but there's no choice. There's no choice. And that's so strange.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
most people believe that there's a choice and that there's a way to do it and all that. So that discussion is can be complicated because most people believe that it is not only, and they don't see it as a belief. It's like that. Of course, it's like that.
Hmm.
So sometimes yeah, can be there can be discussion about it, but yeah, why should you? It can.
It was nice to drink coffee with them.
Yeah, can be nice and talking about things and talking about, and then afterwards you completely forget what was being said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like that. Most of the time, it's like that. Well, it's so
Yes.
funny. Yeah, yeah. But it's amazing that people talk about some situations or something that's really important for them. It seems like that, and there's a discussion going on, really like, oh, and this is so important. This is so bad what they're doing, and then all that and all that. And then 5 minutes later, we're talking about something completely different. We complete forgot what we were talking about that, and we're drinking coffee and all that. What is that? So it's completely meaningless, but it seems like it's very important to have an opinion about things. I don't care. Well, wow, it's so amazing. It's amazing how opinions seem to be so important. Wow, just an opinion. Mm. This is already unconditional love. That unconditional love is the only thing there is. Life is unconditional love in all kind of ways. It's energetic, so it's energy, and it seems like stories or walls or solid streets and bodies. It's an appearance of energy going around, and it seems like there are stories happening. It's that's the amazing thing, is that when there's that separation, then there's a being, that feeling of there's something gone wrong and I have to make it right. So there's being focused on the story and what's going on. And there's that sudden, there's somewhere in the background, there's that hello, hello, I'm here. It's like, it's just already, it's already, there's no need to go anywhere. It's already complete. It's exactly how it is. There's no meaning, there's no purpose in that. There's no need to go anywhere. That what is being done, that face, that how that's looking, how that's talking, and how that what is coming out is exactly complete as it is. That's unconditional love. It's unconditional because there are no rules. That's the freedom. There are no rules. It's everything. So there's nowhere to go. Everything what is happening is it already. That's life. That's paradise. That's how it is. But the paradise is not only feeling happy, it's everything. But there's nothing awful. It's there can be tears, but then tears are happening. It's exactly everything. It's complete. It's unconditional love. The only thing there is. It's everywhere. Thank you. Oh God. Oh, oh, oh God, double hearts. Oh my God. Mm.